Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another Habs Daily News with your hockey coach, Guru Code Frenchy. Today, episode number 176, where you have a new coach. Montreal was off today, so I have only two subjects. First, Brendan Gallagher, the Warrior. Then, finally, the Dadonov underlying number. So let's dive in and talk about the first subject of the day. My first subject of the day, guys, about Brendan Gallagher, the Warrior. He is back, ladies and gentlemen, after 2 years with multiple injuries. We recognize now the Gallagher we saw for many years with the Montreal Canadiens. He continues to create some chaos and the blueprint. This time it was again a Vancouver Canucks last game with Damko and the defenseman. That's the typical Gallagher we saw and we know since is the beginning of his career with the Montreal Canadiens. And today I want to sharing this with you because I really believe Gallagher make an impact with Montreal because he learned from Brand Janta. Janta was another player with the Montreal. The time Gallagher show up, he was a captain. And Janta, because he was only a 5'7", he was not afraid to go in front of the net and create some kind of chaos. You can see. And Gallagher, honestly, he learned from him. He was constantly ask a question to him, and he was sit beside Janta in the locker room. Want to learn from the best from the Montreal Canadiens with a size compared to Gallagher, and you cannot ask more for Gallagher to learn from him. But I want to talk a little bit more the transformation or who he become now, Brendan Gallagher. Because if you expect him to score 30 goals every single year for the next 5 years, you're going to be really disappointed. Martin St. Louis said, look, Gallagher has made a career of paying that price. Is to be in front of the net and block shot and always constantly make an impact for the Montreal Canadiens the way he play. Unfortunately for Gallagher, now he play the game, not his game anymore. This is another quote of Martin St. Louis. What you want to tell us, coach? Like I mentioned, Gallagher is not going to be a 30-goal scorer anymore, but he understood he need to change his game to consistently performing in NHL on ice, off ice. And I think he still became a really player important in the Montreal Canadiens lineup. First of all, he still continues to create chaos, but like I mentioned, not goal anymore. And one more thing I was saying, he wants to become a leader. He wants to teach things. He wants to educate. He wants to play a role model for other players. And one of them is Cole Caulfield. Look what Cole Caulfield he accomplished last game against Vancouver Canucks, again Tyler Myers in the corner, when he came under his end to block his hands and then chance to have create a turnover to the puck, go slightly, go to Zuski, have a great backdoor pass to Dak and Dak score. My point to you guys is now Gallagher is at the point where his game is turn around to become that kind of player for the Montreal Canadiens. Continues to create some kind of energizer on the ice, pipe plug for checking and front the net, create an impact, but another way. And I think that's really important you understand his role now with the Montreal Canadiens. Since the beginning of the season, guys, he deserves to be recognized for what he accomplished so far. For me, right now, Gallagher play a good role for the Montreal Canadiens. Do not consider or compare Gallagher only with a goal, but what he bring on the table for the Montreal. So I just want to share with you guys today the situation with Brendan Gallagher. And let's move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. So my next subject of the day, guys, is, oh, coach, come on. What the heck are you trying to tell us today again? Yes, I want to talk about Dadonov, guys, today. Dadonov is due. What? Yes, he is. Let's remind you guys, a couple of videos ago, I make a video about the underlying of number of Mike Hoffman. Suddenly, since that video, he produced 3 goals this week. Coincidence? Possibility. I want to share with you today another way where Dadonov is due right now. I will not be surprised you're going to see him score the next couple of games. What you talking about? But let's talk, guys, first of all, the underlying number on strength categories. The percentage of CF Corsi, the high danger scoring chance, and then the X goal for percentage. First of all, I want to sharing with you what's all about. First of all, the Corsi 4 percentage, guys, it's a ACA CF percentage or shot share. is to measure the percentage of the shot attempts a team control when a particular player is on the ice. Honestly, if you shoot 7 times on the net when you're on the ice and you give 3 shots to opponent team, is a total of 10 shots happening when you're on the ice. But because you have 7, that's give you a percentage 70%. So now my point to you, I want to bring to you for this first categories. Look what we have. Jonathan Kovacevic, guys, is dominate again on that level with Chris Whiteman, Albert Jakai, Sean Monahan, Kirby Dak, Dadonov, and Hoffman. Hoffman was number 2 the last time because he did not play because LT scratch, he dropped a little bit. But Dadonov, guys, is a number 6 and the Montreal Canadiens on this category. We have to remember this one. Then I want to show you guys another way now. The next one category is about the HDCF percentage, the high danger chance to scoring. Is a similar statistic of 2CF. However, Redok measuring every shot taken during the game, it's only measured the overall sharing of high quality chance when a particular player is on the ice. So what they create on the offensive side of the zone. And this graphic, guys, it's another one where you go to recognize Mike Hoffman still dominate at 57.1, followed by Kirby Dak. Scored 2 goals last game. That's enough, guys. Number 3. Coach, you're crazy. But I'm just sharing with you the number. Followed by DeWarak, Kovacevic, Whiteman, and Jordan Harris. Again, the last 3 show up right there. It's a little bit compared, like I mentioned, to the CF percentage. But again, Mike Hoffman, number 1, and Dadonov is number 3. Finally, for my last graphic, I want to share it with you today. It's about the expected goal for percentage. It's a statistic based on the shot, but those shots have been weighted for the shot quality, including the factors such as the type of the shot, the location the shot was taken on the rush, or even a rebound. And this graphic, guys, Number 1, Dadonov, 56.9, followed by Mike Hoffman, Kirby Dak, Kovacevic, Jordan Harris, Brendan Gallagher, and Jake Evans. Guys, I know, many people want to trade him, want to put him out of the lineup, he want to sit down, there's no work hard, doesn't have no goal, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, the number underlying right now is Favorite Dadonov. Can is happening? I'm not sure. But the way he plays right now, his chance of scoring is getting closer and closer. Don't be surprised. Dadonov score finally in the next 3 game example, and possibly I'm going to be right again. Just kidding, guys. But I want to give you another dimension. Sometimes we evaluate a player by the number. The reason why Kovacevic and Harris doing well, look, then both of them are different categories, I just mentioned to you. What a pick again for the Montreal Canadiens. Last season was Ren Pitlick. A couple years ago was Paul Biron. And this time of the year is Kovacevic. So I just want to share with you guys Dadonov. I would like to hear from you guys what you think about Dadonov number. And finally, this complete, guys, another episode of the Habs Daily News. I know you're going to leave me a comments with, Coach, you're wrong again. Coach, what are you thinking? You're crazy about Dadonov. But we like what you did about Gallagher. But at the end of the day, guys, I just want to sharing another perspective of what's going on with the Montreal Canadiens, where the team really focusing on the analytics, not for everything, but it's a great tools to show some other things, possibly sometimes you don't see on your eyes. So that's complete, guys, another episode. Before we leave, we want to remind you, please don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to our Canadian Light Show. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about this episode. And finally, of course, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, blessing day, everybody.